what if I told you Jamaica could have had the likes of Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Ollie Watkins ripping apart defenses? This team could have been one of the deadliest teams in international football. This isn't fantasy. These players were all eligible to represent Jamaica, but for various reasons they chose not to. Today, we're building the ultimate What If Jamaica 11. And trust me, some of these names will shock you. This list will start some debates. Ready? Let's go. Goalkeeper, Andre Blake. Between the posts, we've stuck with current Jamaican international captain Andre Blake, who has cemented himself as Jamaica's #1 goalkeeper with 83 caps for the Reggae Boys. He was arguably the best goalkeeper in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Blake has been the backbone of the Philadelphia Union for years. A two-time MLS Goalkeeper of the Year, he's known for his incredible reflexes, shot-stopping ability, and leadership at the back. When it comes to commanding his box, few are better. For Jamaica, Blake is the kind of leader you want between the sticks when the pressure is on. Right back, Kyle Walker. With the right back position being completely stacked, an honorable mention goes to Tottenham's Jed Spence, Southampton's Kyle Walker-Peters, and Bournemouth's Max Aarons, all right backs of Jamaican descent who are still eligible to represent the Reggae Boys. With England being stacked with right backs already, Jamaica needs to capitalize on this. At right back, we have Kyle Walker, one of the most decorated and experienced fullbacks in world football, winning multiple Premier League titles, a Champions League, and many more. Born and raised in Sheffield, South Yorkshire, England, his Jamaican descent comes from his father. Walker was eligible to play for the Reggae Boys, but ultimately chose to represent England at international level. Since making his debut in 2011, he went on to be a mainstay in their defense, going on to make 95 caps for England, playing in the World Cups, UEFA Nations League, and European Championships. Now at AC Milan, at 34 years of age, he is still playing at the top level. Having Kyle Walker in the Reggae Boys setup would have been a game changer, bringing pace, power, and defensive solidity to the team, with his overlapping runs and recovery speed being a nightmare for any opposition winger, making him an ideal fit for this powerhouse lineup. Right center back, Ethan Pinnock. In the heart of defense, we have stuck with current Jamaican international, Brentford's Ethan Pinnock, already a mainstay in the Jamaica national team. Pinnock is a towering figure in Brentford's defense, dominant in the air, strong in the tackle, and a natural leader. He's exactly the kind of presence you want commanding the defense. Since making his debut in 2021, Pinnock has made 19 appearances for Jamaica, playing in Copa America and CONCACAF Champions Cup. His experience and defensive discipline make him a vital part of this Jamaica 11. Left center back, Levi Colwill. At left center back, we have Chelsea's homegrown star, Levi Colwill, a ball-playing center half who doesn't just win possession, he starts attacks, keeps the ball moving, picking out passes that break lines and transition defense into attack. His left foot is a weapon for switching play and finding wingers in stride. Born and raised in Southampton, Hampshire, England, his Jamaican descent comes from his dad. Colwill was eligible to play for Jamaica, but has represented England at youth level as he remained part of their setup, playing from the under-15s to under-21s, and now the senior squad. Colwill's defensive awareness and passing range would be a huge boost for Jamaica's backline, making the defense more organized, more confident, and far more dangerous in possession. In a Jamaica 11, he would complement Pinnock perfectly, forming a defensive partnership that's both technical and physical. Left back, Rico Lewis. An honorable mention goes to Brentford's Rico Henry and Crystal Palace's Tyrick Mitchell, left backs of Jamaican descent who are still eligible to play for the Reggae Boys. At left back, we've made a tactical switch with Rico Lewis. While primarily known as a right back, Lewis's versatility under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City has seen him flourish in inverted roles, even stepping into midfield seamlessly. He has quickly established himself as one of the most promising young fullbacks in the Premier League. His tactical awareness and technical prowess make him a standout in possession-heavy systems. Born and raised in Bury, Greater Manchester, England, his Jamaican descent comes from his dad. Despite his eligibility for Jamaica, he ultimately chose to represent England, where he has been part of their national team setup, representing them at youth levels from under-16s to under-21s, where he went on to make his senior debut on November 20th, 2023, the day before he turned 19. The English FA moved swiftly to secure his talent early on, understanding the value of his unique style and adaptability. For Jamaica, it's a huge what if. With his ability to play multiple positions and his comfort on the ball, Lewis would have been a transformative figure in their team. Central defensive midfield, Calvin Phillips. Born and raised in Leeds, West Yorkshire, England, to an English mum and Jamaican dad, Phillips exploded onto the scene with Leeds United, earning the nickname the Yorkshire Pirlo. His performances under Marcelo Bielsa were so dominant that he quickly caught the eye of England manager Gareth Southgate. Despite his eligibility for Jamaica, Phillips chose to represent England, leading to his debut for the Three Lions in 2020, a decision that added him to one of the most competitive midfields in international football. His contributions at Euro 2020 were immense, forming a solid partnership with Declan Rice that took England to the final. For Jamaica, he would have been the heartbeat of the midfield by dictating the tempo, protecting the back four, and spraying passes to the wingers up front. Central midfield, Morgan Gibbs-White. In central midfield, we've gone with Nottingham Forest's Morgan Gibbs-White, who's been a key figure in their impressive turnaround this season. After narrowly avoiding relegation last year, Forest are now pushing for European football, and much of that progress has been driven by Gibbs-White's influence. He's adapted brilliantly to the Premier League's intensity, combining physical resilience with flair and technical excellence. His ability to dictate play, beat players, and create chances has made him one of the league's most exciting young midfielders to watch. While his natural position is as an attacking midfielder, Jamaica's abundance of attacking talent and lack of depth in central midfield makes Gibbs-White the ideal candidate to drop deeper. His versatility means he can also operate out wide if needed, offering valuable flexibility. Born and raised in Stafford, England, Gibbs-White is of Jamaican descent through his father. Though he was eligible to represent the Reggae Boys, he ultimately chose England, making his senior debut for the Three Lions in September of last year. For Jamaica, it's yet another painful what if. His creativity, energy, and vision could have been a game changer for their midfield. Attacking midfield, Jadon Sancho. An honorable mention goes to Aston Villa's Jacob Ramsey, a high-quality player of Jamaican descent who is still eligible to play for the Reggae Boys. Nevertheless, in the attacking midfield position, we have Jadon Sancho, a creative genius with the ability to unlock any defense. Known for his exceptional close control and ability to glide past defenders with ease. His dribbling is not just about flair, it's calculated and efficient. Whether he's isolated one-on-one or cutting through crowded defenses, he maintains balance and ball control at an elite level. Although his preferred position is on the wing, however, due to the front three being super stacked, we decided to put Jadon Sancho in the attacking midfield. Born and raised in South London, England, his Jamaican descent comes from his dad, making him eligible to represent the Reggae Boys. But when it came to international football, Sancho chose England, a decision that saw him feature prominently for the Three Lions, including major tournaments like Euro 2020. His commitment to England is understandable, given the platform and exposure it provides, but it leaves Jamaica fans wondering what could have been. In this lineup, he's the creative engine, threading passes through to Jamaica's lethal front three. His choice for England is understandable, but imagine him in the famous green, gold, and black, pulling the strings for the Reggae Boys. That is the kind of game-changing quality that could have elevated Jamaica to new heights. Right wing, Mason Greenwood. An honorable mention goes to current Jamaican international, Aston Villa's Leon Bailey, who's been a very important player for the Reggae Boys since making his debut in 2019. In the right wing, we have Marseille's Mason Greenwood, one of the most clinical finishers of his generation. Greenwood has the ability to strike with either foot and find the back of the net from impossible angles, making him a constant threat from any position, a trait only a small amount of players have in today's game. Born and raised in Bradford, England, his Jamaican roots come from his mum. Greenwood rose through the ranks at Manchester United's prestigious academy, a breeding ground for world-class talent. From a young age, his finishing ability and football IQ set him apart. His path through United's youth ranks was marked by rapid progression, moving from the under-18 straight into the first team. At just 17, he became the youngest player to score for Manchester United in European competition, announcing himself as a star in the making. His left foot became a weapon feared by Premier League defenders, while his ability to shoot accurately with either foot was almost unnatural for his age. Greenwood has represented England at senior level by making his first and last appearance against Iceland in 2020. However, after being informed by the FA that he would not be considered for selection again due to off-the-pitch controversy, and early this year he made the decision to switch his international allegiance to Jamaica. Left wing, Marcus Rashford. An honorable mention goes to none other than Raheem Sterling, born in Kingston, Jamaica. His roots are deeply embedded in Jamaica. However, for a better life, at the age of 5, he emigrated to the UK, where he was raised, and went on to represent England, making his senior debut at age 17, a decision that saw him play in multiple major tournaments, scoring goals in World Cups and Euros. However, on the left wing, we have the one and only Marcus Rashford, a player who on his day is one of the league's most dangerous forward players. His combination of pace, power, and ball-striking ability makes him a massive threat. Born and raised in Manchester, England, his Jamaican roots come from his grandfather. Despite being eligible to play for the Reggae Boys, he chose to represent England, where he made his debut at 18, following his breakout season, where he went on to score on his debut against Australia 3 minutes in, becoming the youngest player to score on his England senior debut in a competitive match. Since then, he's gone on to play in multiple major tournaments for the Three Lions, scoring an unforgettable free kick against Wales in the 2022 World Cup. In a Jamaica 11, Rashford would be the ideal outlet on the left, terrorizing fullbacks with his blistering pace, and top-level ball striking would elevate Jamaica's forward line to a whole new level. Center forward, Ollie Watkins. An honorable mention goes to former Brentford striker Ivan Toney, who now plays in the Saudi League for Al Ahly, a top-quality striker of Jamaican descent who chose to represent England instead. Leading the line, we have yet another Aston Villa player, Ollie Watkins, who has been a pivotal figure for Aston Villa with 30 goal contributions this season, quickly emerging as one of the Premier League's most consistent goal scorers, as he went on to become Aston Villa's all-time leading Premier League scorer, surpassing Aston Villa legend Gabriel Agbonlahore's record in 140 games less. Born and raised in Devon, England, his Jamaican descent comes from his mother. Despite being eligible for Jamaica, Watkins chose to represent England. One of his most memorable moments came in the semi-finals of the Euros against Netherlands, where he scored a crucial winner for England, a goal that showcased his poacher's instinct and ability to perform under pressure. So there you have it, the ultimate What If Jamaica 11, featuring players who were eligible to represent the Reggae Boys but chose different paths. Which player was Jamaica's biggest loss? Who would be in your dream Jamaica 11? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into football's biggest what if, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss more jaw-dropping football content. Until next time.